Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Now for tonight's starting lineups. First, the Father Ryan Irish, number 11, Kate Fielding. Number 14, Willie Fielding. Number 22, Matthew Barton. Number 23, Caroline Keeper. And number 24, Maddie Grant. Now here is for Tigers, number 1, Matt Hale. Number 14, Tempo Hahn. Number 22, Jody Sanderson.
Welcome into the Elkin Athletics Center, the Ensworth Frisk campus, for a TSSAA Girls High School basketball matchup between your Ensworth Tigers and the Father Ryan Fighting Irish. Both cheer squads for each team getting at it early before tip. And here we go. Tip is won by Father Ryan, as they will start with the ball first. Kate Fielding with it for Father Ryan. Now over to number 22, Abby Larkin, who's looking inside, guarded by number 14, Tempo Hahn for the Tigers. Now to the corner, now back up top. Wide open three for Maddie Graham. No good. Rebound by Ensworth. So Ensworth will have its first possession now. Jillian Sanderson taking it up the court for the Tigers. Now to Tempo Hahn. Hahn attacking, gonna float it up. Short, rebound by the Irish. Father Ryan now. Fielding, guarded by Sanderson. Now a long three attempt for Father Ryan, falls short. Rebound kicked around, picked up by Father Ryan. Another shot thrown up, no good, but a foul called. They're gonna get Tempo Hahn for the foul. That's the first one of the game, her first, team's first, and to the line to shoot two, Caroline Kiefaber. And the first one rattles around and through, so Father Ryan opens the scoring here. Kiefaber's second is good. Father Ryan draws first blood. Sanderson taking it up the court, now to Hahn. And pass is intercepted by Father Ryan, nearly thrown out of bounds, but they keep it. Father Ryan showing a zone that Ensworth hasn't been able to crack in the past couple possessions. And a transition three goes down for Maddie Graham, and a timeout called by the Tigers quickly. So minute 8 gone by in the first quarter. Father Ryan out to a quick 5-0 lead. Tigers call timeout. We'll be back with 6:52 to go in the first quarter. Ensworth with the ball after the timeout, looking to score their first points of the game. Sanderson attacking, now up to Wells. Wells to the corner for Sanderson. Sanderson thought about a three. Now to the corner for Hahn. She's going to take the three, and it's no good. Scrum on the floor, and a jump ball called. Ensworth will retain possession as they have the possession arrow. So Ensworth will get another crack at it. Inbound play. They have Matt Kale in the corner, fake the shot. She's gonna take a pull-up two. Too strong. Rebound knocked around, another scrum on the floor. And another jump ball called. This time it's gonna go to Father Ryan. So 2 consecutive jump balls, 1 each way, but Father Ryan stops Ensworth, and they'll get the ball back. Kate Fielding taking it up the court for the Irish. Now to Caroline Kefeber. Now to Lily Fielding. Now back to Kate Fielding. Now up top for a long three, and it's good. Maddie Graham, her second of the game. She has 6 points already. Father Ryan out to an 8-0 lead. Tigers searching for an answer on offense here. They have not been able to score yet, with nearly 3 minutes gone by in this game. Wells working inside, lays it up and in. Tough move by Alana Wells to get Ensworth on the board. It's 8-2. Father Ryan probing, now gonna set it up. Fielding with it. Calling the play. Now to the wing, now up top. Back to Fielding. Fielding down inside, layup is good. Caroline Kefeber with her 4th point of the game. And between Kefeber and Maddie Graham account for all of Father Ryan's points so far. 10-2 Irish lead. Hahn dribbles it off of her own foot, running back to get it. Fight on the floor, taken by Father Ryan. Fielding with it, thought about a three. Now to Lily Fielding, air balls, rebound by Father Ryan. Irish just out hustling Ensworth here in the first 3 minutes. Fielding backing up. Gives it to Kefeber, now to Larkin. Now inside Kefeber again, who lays it up and in. That play's worked 2 times now. And another timeout called by Ensworth, this time a full. As the Father Ryan lead stretches out to 10 points. 2 quick timeouts by the Ensworth Tigers. They've not had an answer for this Father Ryan offense. We'll be back when both teams return to the floor. Welcome back to the Elgin Athletic Center on Ricky Bowers Court, where your Ensworth Tigers are down early, 12-2 to the Father Ryan Fighting Irish. Ensworth has not been able to crack this zone defense that Father Ryan has thrown at them. And with 2 timeouts in a row, Ensworth's gonna look to break it. Naomi Crowley checks into the game for the Tigers. She'll take a long shot, and it rattles home. So a 3-pointer for a 2-pointer. So a bit of confusion there as the scoreboard put it up as a 3-pointer, but it was a 2-pointer. So her foot was on the line, so it will be 12-4 now, not 12-5. Under 4 minutes to go in quarter number 1. It's been all Father Ryan so far. Good up and under move there. No good. Rebound by Kaylin Kenny for the Tigers and a foul. That was Abby Larkin taking the shot. And it looks like she'll be whistled for the foul too. That is her first and her team's first. Sanderson taking it up the floor for Ensworth. Sanderson looking inside, throws it inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. But it will remain with the Tigers. Into Crowley, now to Addie Durham, now to Wells, who dropped it, picked it back up. Wells driving baseline, laying it up and in. Alana Wells has 4 points now. And the lead is now down to 6 for Father Ryan. Fielding with it, picks it up. Now to her sister. Now up to Maddie Graham. Graham working on Alana Wells. Now to the top of the key to Keyfaber, who throws a back cut, double team, ball being fought over, and a jump ball going to be called. It's going to be Ensworth basketball. Good double team there by the Tigers, as Wells and Sanderson sandwich the Father Ryan player. And it'll be Ensworth basketball. 2:55 left in the first quarter. Tigers trail 12-6. One foul apiece for either team. Nowhere near close to the bonus. Durham with it. Gonna hand it off to Crowley. Crowley now to Sanderson. Sanderson now to Durham. Durham takes the shot. Gonna drive baseline. Kicks to the baseline. Crowley into the lane, lays it up, and no good. But a foul called, and she'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on number 22, Abby Larkin. That's her second of the game, and the team's second. Crowley to the line for 2 shots. First one goes down, as Larkin will check out of the game with 2 fouls. Checking in number 32, Georgia Forbes. Crowley's second is also good. Lead now down to 4 for Father Ryan. Fielding to Keyfaber. Now to Forbes. Forbes over to Margaret Jordan. Excuse me, Lydia Bruner. Got the numbers mixed up there. Now to Fielding. Thought about a shot. Didn't take it. Now to her sister, the other Fielding. Now back to the Fielding again. Fielding passing connection here on this possession. Good defense by Ensworth on this possession here for Father Ryan. They have not been able to get in any type of crease. Under 2 minutes left in quarter number 1. Fielding into the lane. Good pass to Faber. No good. And rebound by the Tigers. Keyfaber almost had her 4th bucket, but too strong. Crowley with it on the wing. Now back up top to Sanderson. Sanderson retreating. And she's going to give it to Addie Durham. Now over to Crowley. Crowley now to Kaylin Kenny. Her first look. Too strong. Rebound by Father Ryan. Approaching a minute to go. Score is still 12-8 in favor of the Irish. Fielding with it, guarded by Sanderson. Inside to Keyfaber, gonna take the J, and it rattles home. First bucket in a minute for either team. Lead now back up to 6 for Father Ryan. 35 seconds left in quarter number 1. Ensworth appears content to run a set here. They're not going to play for the last shot. Sanderson driving baseline, turning around, picking it up, throwing to the other side. Alana Wells with it. And a block going to be called on Father Ryan. Foul's going to go against Georgia Forbes. That's her first. And the third of the quarter for Father Ryan. She will check out of the game, and Maddie Graham will check back in. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Thrown long to Alana Wells at the top. And Tigers will play for the last shot here, 15 seconds. Now down to 10. Sanderson looking inside, gives it to Kenny. Kenny gonna shoot it over Kiefaber, and it's good. 1 second and a desperate heave by Fielding. Rattles off the backboard and off the rim. No good, but a good chance. And after one quarter, it is Father Ryan 14, Ensworth 10. After a 12-2 lead by Father Ryan, Tigers go on an 8-2 run to close the quarter. And they're within 4. We'll be back for the start of the second. Welcome back to Ensworth Live. The Elkin Athletic Center at Ricky Bowers Court for the start of quarter number 2 between the Ensworth Tigers and the Father Ryan Fighting Irish. As Father Ryan will start with the ball to begin quarter number 2. Kiefaber has at the top of the key, not guarded. Now to the corner from Maddie Graham. Her third three rattles in and out. Rebound by the Tigers, and they're going to push. Sanderson with it. Out of the wing. Goes inside to Wells. Wells, drop step, spin, lays it up and in. Really nice move by Alana Wells. First blood of the quarter drawn by the Tigers. Lead down to 2 for Father Ryan. Baseline pass, kick out to the wing. Graham going to try another three. Too strong. Rebound by Kiefaber, but she had stepped out of bounds. So Ensworth basketball. Sanderson with it. Looking inside. Throwing inside to Wells, who's going to try a mid-range. No good. Rebound by Father Ryan. Maddie Graham leading the break. Now inside to Kiefaber. Kiefaber lays it up, rolls just across the rim. Rebound by Kenny, but stripped away by Lydia Bruner. And a jump ball called. It'll be Ensworth's possession arrow. So they will retain possession. Substitution here for the Tigers. As number 13, Claire Hale, will check into the game for Kaylin Kenny, as well as Tempo Hahn. Tried to check in the game, but was forced back by the official, so she'll have to wait for the next stoppage. So it'll be Sanderson, Wells, the two Hales, and Crowley on for Ensworth. And an errant pass by Mac Hale. Scrum on the floor, and another jump ball is going to be called here, this time in favor of Father Ryan. So a mistake there by the Tigers. And it'll be Father Ryan basketball. Now Tempo Hahn will check into the game, taking out Alana Wells. who's leading the Tigers in points. Kiefaber with it on the wing. Looking inside, pass was tipped. And another jump ball is going to be called, and it's going to go right back to Ensworth. This might be the most jump balls that I've seen in the first quarter and a half. Not even quarter and a third. We're not even down to 6 minutes yet. 6:15 to go in quarter number 2. Ensworth with it. It's 14-12. Father Ryan leads. Zone look here by Father Ryan. Pass deflected but taken back by Jillian Sanderson, who's drawing a double team. Hedging hard on it is Father Ryan. Tigers trying to break it with some quick passes. Crowley with it at the top of the key. This 1-3-1 is problems for the Tigers so far. Hale with it. Gonna penetrate inside, kick to the corner. Hahn gonna shoot a 3, and it's good, but it won't count as there was a foul on the floor on Father Ryan. That's gonna go on number 23, Caroline Kiefaber. Her first and the first of the quarter for either team. And it will be Ensworth basketball out of bounds. Now Sanderson with it. Throwing across to Crowley. Crowley baseline, lays it up and in. Good penetration by Naomi Crowley. And the Tigers are even with Father Ryan. Crowley with 6 points. Baseline pass thrown out of bounds as Kate Fielding was trying to find her sister Lily in the corner. Off of Lily's fingertips. And it's Ensworth basketball. A couple of subs for the Tiger. No, a timeout called by Father Ryan. So Father Ryan, coach, wants to talk it over. And with 5:22 to go in the second quarter, Tigers and Father Ryan all tied up. We'll be back after the timeout. Tigers with it after the timeout. Sanderson now up top to Hale. Hale going off the Kenny screen. Retreating now back to Sanderson. Sanderson looking inside, pass to Kenny, and a foul called on Father Ryan. Pretty obvious push there by Georgia Forbes. That is her second and the team's second of the quarter. Into Wells. Wells now to Kenny, now to Hahn. Hahn looking now to Sanderson. Sanderson calling for the ball fake. Sanderson thought about a 3, now to Hale. Hale driving middle, now retreating. To Wells. Wells gonna throw it up, no good. Rebound, Father Ryan. Father Ryan gonna set it up. Fielding off the screen. Picks it up, looking to pass. Now finds Kiefaber. Now over to Bruner. Bruner faked the drive, went right. Now gonna retreat. Bruner penetrating pass, knocked out of play by Ensworth. It'll be Father Ryan ball on the side out of bounds. As Georgia Forbes will check out for Father Ryan. And Lily Fielding will check in for the Fighting Irish. Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. Both teams were tied at 14. Now it's a 3-point Father Ryan lead as the 3-pointer from Kiefaber banks in. Decently ugly shot there, but it went through. Tigers looking to respond. Sanderson with it. Now to Hale, gonna try a 3 of her own. No good. Rebound, Father Ryan. Long pass into Kiefaber, who lays it up too strong. Rebounded by Father Ryan, though, and a jump ball called. Gonna remain with Father Ryan. Checking in for Ensworth, number 11, Naomi Crowley, gonna replace Tempo Hahn. 3:35 to go in the first half. Tigers down by 3. Into Kiefaber. Kiefaber going to work on Kenny. Good defense by Kenny. Rebound by Ensworth. Leading the break. Crowley with it. Now to Sanderson. Sanderson gonna retreat. Sanderson down to the wing. Now back to Crowley, back to Sanderson. Hale driving baseline. Gonna back down Bruner. Hale on the fade, and it rattles home. Mac Hale on the board for the Tigers. Lead down to 1 for Father Ryan. It's 17-16. Maddie Graham gonna try a 3. Short, rebound by Mac Hale. Given to Sanderson. Now to Hale in the corner. Fake the 3, now gonna take it. And it rattles out. Good look there from Mac Hale, but can't find the bottom of the net. Rebound Father Ryan, and here they come. Now to Fielding for a 3. Way too strong, but the rebound falls to Kiefaber. Now back to Fielding. 2:15 left in the first half. Now to Graham, guarded by Sanderson. Graham now guarded by Crowley. They're going to call a foul on number 24, Kaylin Kenny, away from the ball. That's her first, and the team's first of the quarter, and she will check out of the game and be replaced by Addie Durham. Nori Jameson is also checking into the game for the first time for Ensworth, replacing Jillian Sanderson. Ball thrown into Fielding. Now to Graham. Graham, one-legged jumper, no good. Rebounded by Ensworth. Pushing the pace, now to Durham. Durham, turn around, rolls out. And the rebound fought over and knocked out of bounds by Father Ryan. It's gonna be Ensworth basketball under with 1:47 to go. Kiefaber will check in for Father Ryan, replacing Georgia Forbes. And now we will do that out of bounds. Thrown into Alana Wells, right back to Nori Jameson. Now to Crowley. Crowley going to work. Throws it up off the side of the backboard, no good. And it rolls out of bounds. It's gonna be Father Ryan basketball. Fielding taking up the floor, running off the screen. Now to the corner for Bruner. Guarded by Crowley. Now to number 1, Amy Wee. Shot no good, rebound by the Tigers. Minute 10 to go. Corner for Hale, gonna try another 3, and it's no good. Hale has not found the bottom of the net from distance so far tonight, but her shots have looked good and she's been open. Just a matter of time before they fall down. Under a minute to go in the first half. Wee with it at the top, now to Fielding. Fielding gonna try a 3. No good, rebounded by Nori Jameson. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jameson going to work. Now to Crowley. Now out to Alana Wells at the wing. Now back to Jameson, who's gonna retreat to the logo. Tigers gonna play for the last shot of the first half. 20 seconds now. Tigers down still 17-16, down by 1. 15 seconds now. 10 seconds now. Here goes Nori Jameson. Now down to 5. Jameson going to work. Floater up and good. And that's the end of the first half. After a first half that was, a first quarter that was dominated by Father Ryan, Tigers strike back in the second and go to the locker room with a 1-point lead. It is 18-17, Tigers over Irish. We'll be back for the start of the second half and the third quarter. Welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of the third quarter between the Ensworth Tigers and the Father Ryan Fighting Irish, where right before the half we saw Nori Jameson hit a floater as time expired in quarter number 2 to give the Tigers their first lead of the game. And they lead 18-17 as we begin quarter number 3. Tigers with the ball to start. Jilly Sanderson with the step through, left-handed, no good. Rebounded by Father Ryan. Inside to Kefeber. Left-handed spin, no good. Thrown out of bounds off of Kefeber by Kaylin Kenny, and it's going to be Ensworth basketball. Jilly Sanderson with it on the wing. Addie Durham going to try a 3, no good. Rebounded by Father Ryan. Fielding taking it down the court. Now to Graham for a long 3 off the back iron. Hit out of bounds by Ensworth. It's going to remain with Father Ryan. Good defense so far this possession by the Tigers. Father Ryan has not been able to produce a good look. As Graham dribbles it off her foot, has to pick it up. Now to fielding. Tigers switching all 5 positions. And a long 3. No good. Rebounded by Kefeber. Stolen away by Wells, but a jump ball. And it's going to stay with Father Ryan. So Father Ryan will get a 3rd crack at this Tiger defense. Into Kefeber, looking on the back cut, not there. Now giving it, picking it up, now giving it to Maddie Graham. Now on the wing, Abby Larkin, now back to Kate Fielding. Fielding to Kefeber, now to Larkin. Larkin drives, picks it up, out to the wing to Fielding. He's going to go off the screen. Looking inside, not there. Now up top to Maddie Graham. 2 minutes 30 already gone by here, and not a point has been scored in the second half. Almost a full 2-minute possession here for Father Ryan. Graham inside to Kefeber, lays it up, and rattles out. Really good look from Kefeber. And the pass thrown out of bounds errantly by Ensworth, but the referee says it was off of just grazing Caroline Kefeber, and right in front of the Father Ryan bench. They did not agree with it. Coach having words with the referee, but it'll be Ensworth basketball. Nori Jameson out to the wing to Addie Durham, now up top to Alana Wells. Now to Sanderson, and they're going to call an offensive foul and a moving screen on Kaylin Kenny. Seems to be a makeup call there for his partner's bad one on the other end. And I hope for the sake of the game and the sake of you guys watching, we don't turn into a foul fest here, but we'll see. 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Still not a point has been scored. Larkin picks up her dribble. Now to Fielding. Fielding guarded by Sanderson off of the Graham screen. Now picks it up. Now to Kefeber for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Ensworth. Alana Wells now to Jillian Sanderson. Now to Nori Jameson. Long time without a stoppage here. Now to Sanderson. Looking inside for Kenny. Knocked out of bounds by Kiefaber. Gonna remain with the Tigers. Jamison looking inside. Now gonna penetrate, kick to the wing. Sanderson has it knocked off, but a foul is gonna be called. Foul is gonna be called on number 5, Lydia Bruner. That is her first and team's first of the quarter. We're right at the halfway point of the quarter. Under 4 minutes to go and still no points scored. Kaylin Kenny trying to work on the interior, and the foul is going to be called on her shot. They're going to get Abby Larkin on the foul there. That is her 3rd foul. Kenny will go to the line for 2 shots. Kenny's first is no good. And a sub for Father Ryan as Larkin will, yes, Larkin. I was right the first time. Larkin will check out. And Lily Fielding will check in. Kenny's second is also no good, so still no points scored in the second half. Almost 5 minutes in. Father Ryan with the ball. Kiefaber gonna try a 3 as she's left all alone. Too strong. And off the hands of Nori Jameson on the rebound. And it'll be Father Ryan basketball. And in for the Tigers, Naomi Crowley taking out Addie Durham. And they're gonna call Father Ryan out of bounds on the inbounds pass. It's gonna be Ensworth basketball. Jameson with it. Now to Sanderson. Back to Jameson. Now to Crowley. Crowley to Wells. Wells in the baseline, lays it up. No good, but she was fouled. Foul will go against Caroline Kiefaber. That is her 2nd of the game and the 3rd of the quarter for Father Ryan, as Alana Wells will go to the line for 2 shots. First one goes through. First points of the second half go to Ensworth. It's 19-17 now. Make that 20 as Wells' 2nd falls through. Now a 3-point lead for Ensworth. That's Wells' 8th point of the game. She leads the Tigers in scoring, as Jillian Sanderson will check out of the game and Tempo Hahn will check into the game. Kiefaber with it in the corner. Now back to the top of the key for Fielding. Now to Kiefaber at the top. Now to the corner for Fielding. Baseline drive for Fielding. Throws it up, and she was fouled. Call was on number 14, Tempo Hahn for Ensworth. That is her 2nd and the team's 2nd of the quarter. Kate Fielding to the line for 2 for the Irish. First one is good for Fielding. Second one is no good. Rebound by Alana Wells finally. Wells gonna push the pace, kick it to the side for Hahn, and she knocks down the baseline J. 22-18 now. Ensworth over the Irish. And a foul called on the fielding shot, so she'll go to the line for 2 more. They're gonna call Hahn again for a foul. That is her 3rd now, and the team's 3rd now. Fielding's first goes through. And Hahn will check out of the game. Durham back in. Fielding's second is good. 22 to 20 now. Ensworth leads by 2 over Father Ryan. Zone look from Father Ryan again. Tigers had trouble with this in the first quarter, and a steal by Kate Fielding. Fielding going up, and she was fouled on the shot. Probably a smart foul there by Naomi Crowley, as she'll go to the line for 2 more. That's Crowley's first, and the 4th for Ensworth in the quarter. 1:57 to go in the 3rd quarter, and a timeout called by the Irish. So when we come back from the timeout, Fielding will go to the line for 2 shots, looking to tie the game for the Irish. Fielding will go to the line for 2 shots. Fielding's first is good. 22 to 21 now. Her second goes through as well. And the game is all tied at 22. Tigers with it, facing that same zone. Crowley with an open look for 3, and she knocks it down. Naomi Crowley knocking down the 3-pointer. Quick stoppage for a bit of a tie-up on the floor. No foul called, just a trip. And a 3 for Fielding on the other end. That won't fall. Rebound by Georgia Forbes, and a foul going to be called on Kaylin Kenny after the Forbes rebound. That is the 5th foul of the quarter for the Tigers, and an automatic double bonus will go to Father Ryan now on any foul in the last 96 seconds of the quarter. So Forbes will go to the line for 2 shots. The lefties' first one is too strong. And checking into the game for Ensworth, number 1, Mac Hale, as Kaylin Kenny will check out. Forbes' second rattles out, rebounded by Addie Durham. And the Tigers get out unscathed on that possession. 25 to 22, under a minute 30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tigers lead 25 to 22. Durham with it on the low block. Now out to Wells, back to Jamison. Jamison now has it on the wing, calling for a screen. Bit of a 2-man game here. Jamison gonna take a pull-up and airballs it. Too far to the side. Rebounded by Ensworth. Excuse me, by the Irish. Now in the corner for Maddie Graham for 3, no good. Kicks out to Forbes for the rebound. Father Ryan will get a fresh possession. Now to Graham again. Graham fakes the shot. into the lane, lays it up and in, plus the foul. Maddie Graham with the Euro layup, and she gets the call. So she will go to the line to try and complete the three-point play and tie the game up for the Irish. Graham's free throw in and out, rebounded by Ensworth. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Crowley tripping, but passes it off to Wells. Now up to Jamison. Jamison penetrates, kicks it to the wing. Wells penetrates, now back up top to Crowley, fakes the shot. Inside, good pass to Wells, and she was fouled. So Wells will go to the line to shoot 2 with 25.1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Foul was called on number 5, Lydia Bruner, for the Irish. That is her second of the game, 4th of the quarter for the Irish. As Wells' first goes through, Bruner will check out of the game, and Abby Larkin will check back in. Wells' second barely makes the net move as it goes through. Lead up to 3, 27-24 for Ensworth, and Wells is into double figures. So 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Irish gonna play for the last shot here. Kefauver has it up top, unguarded, with Wells, who's guarding Kefauver, standing in the paint. 5 seconds to go. Fielding with it. Gotta get it up here. 2. Fielding throws it up, no good. Father Ryan wanted a foul there, did not get the call. And after the 3 quarters, Tigers will begin the fourth with the 3-point lead, 27-24. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter and maybe a special guest. Welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter as the Tigers lead by 3, and they're going to start with the ball. And we have a special guest on air with us now as an Ensworth student, Dane Clark, one of my friends, and on the JV boys basketball team for the Tigers, is on the headset with me now. Dane, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, you all. Thank you for having me on, really. This is really a pleasure. We got a great game tonight, the boys game. Having a good ending here with this girls game. It should be good.
Yeah. Dane just got done playing a game against Father Ryan where they won. So Tigers currently 1-0 in 3 against the school of Father Ryan. As Fielding has it, tried to throw inside to Kefauver, but knocked out of bounds by Alana Wells. And Dane, how did your just give us a quick breakdown of how your game went?
Oh man, Father Ryan's a great team. They really spread it out offensively, and what I expect tonight from this varsity team is for them to spread out and put up a lot of outside shots. I think that's the way they play, and I think they're just gonna have to play some good use.
Well, some good insight there for maybe the boys varsity game coming up after this one finishes, as Durham lays it up and in. Really nice dime in transition by Nori Jamison.
That's all Tigers gonna have to win this one. Playing in transition. Father Ryan, I don't think they can keep up with these girls if they keep playing in transition like that. So I like that one by Durham there.
Pass inside to Maddie Graham, and she lays it up and in. Really nice back and forth here as this quarter has started, and a timeout called by Ensworth. So
You came to see the right game to watch.
yeah. So couple of fireworks set off early in the first minute 15 of this fourth quarter. Tigers still lead by 3, 29-26. We'll step away until both teams return from the timeout. Welcome back to the Elkin Athletics Center on Ricky Bauer's court as the Ensworth Tigers will have the ball out of bounds on the side with 6:44 to go in the game, and they're leading by 3. As Crowley has it now. Now to Wells, probing, Wells spins, gonna lay it up, no, she's trying to pass it. And an offensive foul is going to be called. They're going to get Alana Wells on the charge, and the Ensworth bench is not happy about it.
Alana's just trying to make a physical play there, and I think Father Ryan, they outsmarted her there by going to the ground. Maybe not a full contact, a little flopping there, but still a good play nevertheless.
Kiefaber has it left alone to shoot a 3. No good, and over the back of the backboard, so it'll be automatically Ensworth basketball. And Dane, I know before you got here, you haven't seen it, but they've been leaving Kiefaber wide open at the top of the key to shoot 3s, and she's only made 1 of them. So she's taken about 5 or 6. That seems to be a good strategy. They're completely sort of neutralizing her out of this offensive game plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game plan to have on defense when you scout. You know, these girls have scouted the offense of Father Ryan for weeks now, and they know their play type. So this is very smart defense by Ensworth.
As a foul gonna be called on Ensworth on the rebound. Couple of 3s went up. Nori Jameson and Jillian Sanderson could not hit. And that foul is gonna be called on Mac Hale. That is her first, but the second of the quarter on Ensworth. And a substitution for the Tigers as Hale will check out and Addie Durham will check back into the game. Score is still 29-26 in favor of Ensworth, with under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Fielding, guarded by Sanderson. Now to Larkin. Now to Graham. Graham, the 3-point specialist, gonna throw it up. No good.
I mean, that's an open shot at the end of the day, so
yeah,
a very good play, but yeah, jump ball there. Both teams playing very physical in this last quarter.
We've had offense and we've had physicality, and that jump ball will be in favor of Father Ryan. So they'll get another crack at scoring.
Here comes another one.
Kiefaber's gonna let it fly, and she hits this time. They've left her open all game long, and she finally makes them pay as Caroline Kiefaber knocks down the 3, and the game is tied at 29, and that's Kiefaber's 17th point of the game. She's been this entire team for Father Ryan so far tonight.
And that's what coaches love to see. You know, they always say shoot out of a slump, so for Kiefaber to make that is big time. And now Father Ryan's playing really good transition basketball.
Maddie Graham knocks down the transition layup, and a timeout called by Ensworth to stop the bleeding here. A 5-0 run quickly by Father Ryan, and Ensworth's gonna have to burn a timeout. 31-29, Father Ryan taking back the lead for the first time since the second quarter. We'll be back when both teams return. It's only a 30-second timeout.
Testing.
Welcome back. As after the timeout, Tigers have the ball, but they're down 2 after the quick 5-point flurry from the Irish. Under 5 minutes to go. Tigers now find themselves behind. Jamison going to work. Now she's going to retreat. She's going to give it to Alana Wells. Wells now trying to her chance at a drive. Now out to Jamison on the wing. Jamison looking inside. Going to kick to the corner for Wells for an open 3. And it's no good. Good box out by Father Ryan there, and a rebound for the Irish.
Yeah, like you said, really good defense there by Father Ryan to stay spread out, and it ends with a good box out.
Father Ryan with it now. Fielding now to Larkin. Larkin now to the corner for Fielding. Fielding picks it up, hits the cutting Kiefaber, and she hits the layup.
A great pass, but more so a great cut. I mean, that's just a high IQ play there.
High basketball IQ play there from Kiefaber. She's up to 19. Lead now out to 4, and a long 3 by Addie Durham is no good. Rebound by Father Ryan. Bit of a questionable shot selection there.
Tigers got to play some defense now.
And a timeout call by Father Ryan. So Father Ryan now on a 7-0 run in the past 2 minutes. And now they're going to use a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout as Father Ryan leads the Ensworth Tigers 33-29 with 3:47 to go in the game. We'll be back after the timeout. Welcome back to Ensworth Live. And after the timeout, it will remain Irish basketball with 3:47 to go in the 4th quarter as the Tigers trail by a score of 33-29, down by 4. It's Father Ryan basketball. So Kiefaber with it, hands it off to Fielding, now to the other Fielding, guarded by Mac Hale. Now to Maddie Graham. And whistles blown. Not a bit of confusion here in between the referees, and they're going to call an off-the-ball foul on Kaylin Kenny. That is her 4th and the 3rd of the quarter for Ensworth. So Kenny playing with 4 now.
Yeah, I don't think Kaylin likes that foul call, but you got to keep playing no matter what. So if she could shake that off, that'd be good for the Tigers here.
Kenny so pivotal inside for Ensworth. Snaps up some rebounds. Not had her best shooting night tonight, but she can do it. We've seen her do it before.
And if the Tigers have her inside, that's really all they need out of her.
And a good defender, too.
Yes.
So playing with 4, she's got to be maybe a little safer.
Oh, got to watch the top of the key.
Maddie Graham has the top of the key 3. It's short. Good rebound by Sanderson. Now Jillian's going to push. Probing. Now she's going to get in the lane, lay it up. Too strong off the glass. Rebound by Father Ryan. Under 3 now.
And this is when the Tigers really got to start taking their offensive possessions more seriously because they're coming scarce now. They're not going to get that many more in this one.
Especially with no shot clock. I mean, Father Ryan's really in no rush to take a shot here at all.
Right.
They're content to hold the ball, especially now that it's a 2-score game. It's 4-point deficit for the Tigers.
No doubt.
Now, and as you see right now, they're playing this really high-pressing man-to-man defense.
Oh, a travel.
And a travel going to be called on Caroline Kiefaber. She's been the hero so far tonight for Father Ryan, scoring 19 of their 33 points.
That's a big-time performance.
And they call her for the travel there. Costly turnover. Tigers can now get within 1 score here if they get a bucket. 2:20 to go in the game. Addie Durham has it on the wing.
Ensworth running a lot of off-ball screen stuff
Yes,
right
they
now.
are. Yes, they
trying to
are.
get one of their shooters open.
Now to Nori Jameson at the top of the key. Thought about a shot. Now she's going to retreat. Now to Mac Hale. Now back to Jameson. 2 minutes now.
Father Ryan doing a good job here on defense of staying spread out, not letting anybody get way too open.
Tigers going to set up a play. Sanderson on the wing, now calling for a screen. Sanderson going to take a long three, and it's short, no good. Rebounded by Mac Hale.
Good pass.
And deflected and into the Irish arms. So all that time for no score. Tigers still down by 4, 90 seconds to go in the game. Tigers might need to start fouling here soon, and they will. Mac Hale going to be whistled for the reach in. That's her second of the game, 4th of the quarter. And on the next foul, the Fighting Irish will be shooting free throws.
And remember, it's 2 free throws, not a 1-and-1. So Father Ryan has a chance at 2 points here, not just one potentially.
Tigers going to be playing deny, trying to get a steal, but they might have to start fouling. Minute 20 now. Now to Maddie Graham, now to Fielding.
Ensworth not looking too eager to foul here. They're just going to play straight up.
Father Ryan not looking to really shoot it. Now picking up at half. Here comes the double team.
That's a big time
stolen
steal.
away by Alana Wells. And they're going to call a foul on the steal, saying she was held.
Oh, okay.
Foul on number 11, Kate Fielding. That's her first, team's first of the quarter. But with 1:08 to go, it's Ensworth basketball. They're still down by 4. But a bucket here puts it within 1 score. And the 3 would make it 1 point, meaning the Tigers could foul. Father Ryan could make both free throws, and they still have a chance to tie.
That's a good play by Alana there. You know, she saw the triple team coming, and she knew that the guard would be overwhelmed, and she'd be with the ball.
Inside to Alana Wells, who shoots it, and it's hit on the arm. And she's going to go to the line for 2 shots. So Jameson inside to Wells. They've been trying to set that up for most of the game. Wells is the leading scorer for the Tigers. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. That is the 3rd foul of the game on Caroline Kiefaber as Alana Wells' first free throw goes through. Lead now down to 3.
And if you're Ensworth here, you have to be careful of clock management.
Yes, you do. Tigers have 1 timeout remaining. Father Ryan with 2. As Wells' second free throw goes in. Full court pressure here for the Tigers. They get it up to Larkin, now to Fielding, and the Tigers are going to need to foul here.
There's a trap.
Now to Maddie Graham, who has it poked out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Father Ryan. 37 seconds to go in the game.
And you can see Mac there calling for the trap for Alana, so they're not just trying to foul, they're trying to just...
They're trying to force turnovers.
Yeah, yes.
But once it gets to a certain point, they're going to have to start fouling.
Yeah, clock's ticking here.
Now down to 30 seconds. Here comes the trap. And a foul going to be called on Mac Hale. So Maddie Graham will go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 27 seconds left in the game. And if she can knock down both of these, it's going to be real hard for Ensworth to come back in this one. Tigers are going to hope for a miss here. Hope for 2 misses. Excuse me. Graham's first is short.
And this is where this Eli is where 2 free throws come into play here. If it was a 1-and-1, Tigers get that rebound, they come down in transition. But now with 2 free throws, this could be a whole different ballgame.
Graham's second is good. And a timeout called by Father Ryan. They're appearing to maybe be setting up a pressure here, maybe make it a little hard for Ensworth to get the ball in bounds. It's going to be a full timeout. So with 27 seconds to go in the game, Father Ryan leads the Tigers 34-31, but it's Tiger basketball with a chance to tie when we come back. Welcome back to Ensworth Live and the last 27 seconds of this game between the Ensworth Tigers and the Father Ryan Fighting Irish, as the Tigers have the ball down 3 points, looking to tie it. Nori Jameson taking it in the front court. 20 seconds. Jameson gonna try a three.
Oh.
Rattles off, rebound by Alana Wells. Now to Jillian Sanderson for three, and she hits it. Jillian Sanderson knocks down the three. Game is tied.
It's a big time shot by Sanderson.
Oh, and a foul. And Jillian Sanderson called for a foul. Oh my goodness.
Did not need a foul there. That puts them.
You can't foul there.
Especially after making a big time shot like that, I'd say just get back at that point.
Jillian Sanderson called for the foul, and Kate Fielding gonna go to the line to shoot, and she misses her first one.
That's a bad miss for Fielding there.
10 seconds left in the game. Fielding her second free throw. And she misses them both, but she gets the rebound, and a foul called again on Ensworth.
Wow. So Father Ryan's gonna go back to the line again.
Father Ryan gonna go shoot 2 more shots. This time the foul called on Addie Durham. And now the other Fielding, Lily Fielding, will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And I don't understand what you do there if you're Ensworth when you're going for that rebound. You gotta be physical, you gotta go to the ball. So that's a tough play.
As Fielding knocks down her first free throw. And a timeout called by Father Ryan. With 9.7 seconds to go, Father Ryan leads by 1. Fielding has 1 more free throw. So Dane, with 9.7 seconds left, I know this is a full timeout, but there's only 9.7 seconds left. We're not gonna go to a break here. I mean, what do you do if you're Ensworth, and assuming they make this free throw?
Well,
you have 9.7 seconds, you need a bucket. What's your play?
You gotta drop a play for your best shooter, right? So I'm getting it to either Mac or Jilly here, and I'm just letting them. I'm letting one of my guards run the floor here, get the ball, and then give it to a shooter, and maybe drawing some off-ball action to get them open.
And you kind of have to assume that maybe Father Ryan might come out into pressure, might maybe make it a little hard to inbound the ball, but they don't want to be too aggressive to where you can, maybe throw it long, get a free bucket.
Right.
So I'm a bit perplexed why they called the timeout here. Maybe just to calm everybody down.
Yeah, and I think Father Ryan called that timeout there because they're trying to get their defense ready, right?
Yeah.
They know Ensworth's coming in with something big, so.
Yeah.
So, but you can also think of it as, well, now Ensworth gets to drop a play now. They're gonna get to fire one up, even though they do have a timeout, so they could have burned that. But.
And you're right, the Tigers have 1 timeout, so theoretically, if this shot was missed or made, Tigers get in the front court. And it's no good, and knocked out of bounds by Ensworth. It's no good and knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Alana Wells fighting for the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. And it's gonna be Father Ryan basketball, and the Tigers gonna have to foul again. So, throw away everything we just said. Never happened.
Yeah, I mean, Father Ryan's getting really lucky here after these free throws.
Yeah.
With the foul and now the lost ball there. So this is gonna be an interesting ending here.
Tigers gonna need to play some really hard deny here. And Father Ryan with no timeouts cannot call a timeout to stave off a 5-second call.
Right.
So if they can't get it in, Tigers have a chance to maybe win the game.
Yes, that's going to go right back to them. This is some good inbound defense by the Tigers.
Threw it off of Sanderson's back, and a jump ball, possession arrow, Ensworth.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So what a wild series of events this has been in the last 20 seconds of the game. Jilly Sanderson knocks down a 3 to tie the game. Then she fouls. Both free throws are missed. And on the rebound, another foul is committed by the Tigers. And then 1 of 2 from the line for the other Fielding.
If you're Ensworth here, you do not need a 3. You can go get a bucket here.
5 seconds. It's going to be Nori Jameson. Jameson throws it up.
Oh.
No good. Rebound to Wells. Knocked out of her hand. And the time has expired.
Wow.
So Father Ryan's gonna escape with a win here. They're gonna win 35-34 over the Tigers. Tigers had every opportunity, but Dane, they kind of shot themselves in the foot at the end there.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to the Irish too. They played a gutsy game there in the that last fourth quarter. A lot of offense went for them. You can't blame that on the last 9 seconds either. So it's it's a game effort.
Well, I've been Eli Russ. Thank you, Dane, for joining me. We'll be back for the boys' game in around 30-45 minutes. Hello and welcome into Ensworth Live in the Elkin Athletic Center on Ricky Bowers Court, the Ensworth Frisk campus. My name is Eli Russ. Alongside me tonight, Dane Clark, for this TSSAA boys high school basketball matchup between your Ensworth Tigers and the Father Ryan Fighting Irish.
We're in for a good one, Eli. This is going to be a good one.
It's going to be good, and here we are. Father Ryan going to start with the ball. Charlie Grimes has it first at the point for Father Ryan. Back to Grimes from Zook. Now to number 12, J.D. Finch, guarded by the other number 12 for Ensworth, Cutler Smith. Back to Grimes.
This is some good spread out defense. Like I said earlier, Father Ryan's going to try to spread out Ensworth, so they gotta be ready, and Father Ryan's got to be ready to shoot as well.
Grimes now hands it off to Finch, picks it up, now to Zook. Gives it back to Grimes. Grimes thought about a three, thought about it again, now to Zook. Zook with it, picks it up. Now to Finch, guarded by Chase Byington. Now inside to Bennerman and off of his hands. So Father Ryan, Dane, like Ensworth, has their own 7-footer. So Cam Bennerman, 7 feet tall. Gon Salongo, 7 feet tall. So battle of the 7-footers here tonight.
And I think it's Caden Bennerman, but I could be wrong there. But yes, this is a good matchup nevertheless between two of the biggest guys in the region for sure.
Tigers first possession. Blake Surratt at the point with Cutler Smith at the 2, Chase Byington at the 3, Roger Grant at the 4, who has the ball in the corner now, and the aforementioned Ghana Salongo at the 5. Surratt has it. Looking inside for Salongo, he'll throw it in.
Feed.
Salongo has it low, lays it up, no good, kicks out to Grant. Roger gets it stripped.
Might have been a foul
and
there.
a rebound by Father Ryan. Charlie Grimes now to Bennerman. Hands it off to Finch. Now back to Bennerman. Bennerman trying to go to work, lays it up, no good. Almost rebounded by Salongo, but knocked out of bounds. It's going to remain with Father Ryan.
And Ensworth's coming into this game with the game plan to stop Bennerman, and how they're going to do that is they're going to put Roger Grant on him, probably our best defender on the floor right now. They're going to put him on Bennerman, as you see right now that they got Ghana on him. So it's going to be interesting to see how that matchup works out, whether Roger or Ghana is going to guard Bennerman all night.
Will be interesting to see, kind of how that pans out. J.D. Finch with it now to Michael Fiash. Now down low, back to Bennerman. Bennerman, mid-range J, too strong, rebounded by Salongo. Now to Blake Surratt, who's going to push the pace. Still no score, 2 minutes gone by. Inside to Salongo, passes it baseline to Roger Grant, who gives it back to Surratt on the wing. Now to Byington in the corner for 3. Too strong, rebound by Salongo, and the putback goes through.
And that's where Bennerman's got to use his size to box out Ghana just before he can even get in the paint. So that's a good play by Ghana to be there for that rebound.
Ghana opens the scoring for both teams. Tigers take a 2-0 lead early. Fiash with it at the top, guarded by Surratt. Now hands it off to J.D. Finch. Finch guarded by Cutler Smith. Now to Zook, guarded by Roger Grant. Zook going to work on Grant. Now gives it to Bennerman. Bennerman getting in the lane, laying it up, no good. Rebound by Salongo. So good defense here from Ghana early.
Yeah, and Bennerman's touch has been off early, so it'll be exciting to see how that warms up throughout the game. Oh, a travel call there.
They're going to call a travel on Roger Grant as he got knocked over, fell down, kind of got tripped up on his own feet. Maybe could argue that might have been a push there, but I agree with the officials. Probably not best spot this early to call that type of foul.
Yeah, and Roger knows he's not the best ball handler out here.
That's true.
So, if we can get to one of our guards there, that's probably the better situation.
Micah Smith and Keon Shaw checking into the game for the Tigers. First time we've seen either of them, as Zook takes the shot over Salongo, no good. Rebounded by Father Ryan, though, and now Finch has a mid-range pull-up, no good. Once again, this time, Ensworth gets the rebound. It's Surratt.
Father Ryan wants to outplay Ensworth here. They got to make these mid-range jumpers. They keep pulling.
Smith in the corner, throws it over Micah Smith's head. Zook has it It's a 2-on-1 pass, and layup is good. Hayden Campbell for the Fighting Irish gets them on the board.
I think just a miscommunication there with Micah and Cutler there on that pass that ended up going the whole length of the court.
Smith open for three, lets it fly, no good.
And that's the catch and shoot Ensworth wants though. That's how they draw up the play for Cutler to go get a catch and shoot like that. That's his specialty.
That is the look that Cutler Smith likes to have. And as we saw last week, he went off, scored 25 points.
Player of the week, I think, too.
Yeah, he was player of the week for TSSAA against Lipscomb. Unfortunately, Tigers could not pull that game out. Another home game that they dropped, but they're looking to change that here tonight.
Yeah, and being 4-5 in the conference right now, I think Ensworth really needs a win here tonight.
Playing for seeding now for the tournament coming up in about 2 weeks. Good defense on this possession and a back cut and pass to the corner, three ball. No good, rebounded by Salongo. Just almost calling that Father Ryan player a child as he just reached over his head and said, "That's my ball."
That's what he's here to do, man. Just go get some big rebounds like that. You think it adds any intimidation with that mask that Ghana's wearing tonight?
I think it definitely does. I mean, I would not want to guard him. He looks scary, man.
Gotta scare the defenders.
Surratt, they're playing way off Surratt. Tries to throw inside to Salongo, tipped away.
I mean, Father Ryan came up with a game plan to front Ghana all night, and they did a good job there.
Finch into the lane, lays it up and in.
It's a good transition bucket.
So not a single stoppage since the tip. 2:30 to go in the first quarter, and the score is 4-2.
Yeah, just letting them play out here today. Yeah, I like it.
Not a single foul has been called, and not a single ball has gone out of bounds. And as soon as I say that, there's a scrum on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball.
Possession Ensworth.
Jump ball, possession error for Ensworth. And three subs will come in for the Tigers as Cutler Smith, Keon Shaw, and Blake Surratt will check out. And checking back into the game, Roger Grant, Chase Byington. And new face for the Tigers, Jonah Biller checking in.
I like the lineup that Ensworth has in right now. It's a good mix of shooting and rebounding, so this should be interesting to watch.
Into Salongo. Has it a bit far away from the basket for his liking. Gonna give it to Jonah Biller, and they're gonna set it up. Into the corner for Byington. Thought about a three, couldn't catch it cleanly. Now they're gonna rotate. Inside to Salongo. Pass to the corner for Byington. Gonna let it fly. No good. Out of bounds off of Ghana, and it's gonna be Father Ryan basketball.
I still like that play by Ghana there. He's falling out of bounds, and he gets it over to Chase, and who's, I trust him in the corner to shoot it.
He has
not a bad play at all.
That's what Chase does, another three-point specialist for the Tigers. He can knock those down, just a matter of time before they fall. So 1:40 to go in the first quarter, and a three gonna be taken by Ford Zook, no good. Rebounded by Keon Shaw, now Jonah Biller with it. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter.
This is where Ensworth should take their time and set something up here. Maybe even get it into Ghana.
Pass inside to Ghana by Byington, who lays it up and in. Salongo asking for a foul. Looked like he got hacked there. That's the case with big men, though. You just got to live with it.
Yeah, you got to know as a big man, you're going to get hacked down there, and they're not going to see it most of the time. So
Grimes' three is short, and the ball goes out of bounds off of number 34, Michael Larkin. And it's going to be Tiger basketball with 1:11 to go. Everybody make a wish, 1-1-1. And each team has scored 4 points. It's 4-4. So pretty low scoring first quarter.
Well, I mean, these two teams are just evenly matched right now. I think with Jonathan being out, too, that does play a big factor, I think, offensively.
Definitely does.
So I think this has been a pretty even matchup.
As you said, Jonathan Sanderson, arguably the best player the Tigers have, has been out for nearly 3 weeks now as the three by Micah Smith rattles in and out.
And that's not Micah's strong suit.
No, it's not.
He doesn't need to be taking threes. We need him down here on defense and definitely getting rebounds. That's what he does best.
Not usually Micah's strong suit on the offensive side, but really athletic player, committed to MTSU for football. I mean, he's a real menace down low, can go up and get rebounds, play some good defense. And it looks like Father Ryan's going to play for the last shot here as there's 20 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. Like you said, Micah plays like a football player. He's here to play like a football player, and I think that's what he's done best this season.
Grimes with it. Now down to 10 seconds in the quarter. guarded by Grant. Now into Bennerman. Bennerman appears to going to take the last shot.
Some good defense by
Bennerman
Smith.
being triple teamed. Shot goes up, fadeaway, no good, tipped out of bounds, off of Father Ryan. They'll have 1.9 seconds to go.
And here comes Cutler.
And here comes Cutler Smith, the shooter, checking in for this last shot, possibly. He's made a half-court shot as time's expired before.
That was last week, right? Last Tuesday.
It was last Tuesday in his breakout game where he won Tennessee Player of the Week.
Here it is.
It's into Smith.
Gotta get it off.
Gonna heave it up.
Oh,
and
wow.
close,
Good
but
look.
too far to the right.
Good luck.
Decent look with 2 seconds. And after 1 quarter, Tigers 4, Father Ryan 4. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of the second quarter between the Father Ryan Fighting Irish and your Ensworth Tigers. After 1, both teams knotted at 4. Not much offense in the first quarter, but some good defense though, as Father Ryan will start with it and get a bucket. That's Cade Bennerman's first bucket of the game. He is Father Ryan's arguably their best player. So if Father Ryan wants to win this game, they're going to need to get him going.
Yes, committed to Northwestern. He's definitely a big factor for them tonight.
Tigers with it now. Surratt now to Grant, now to Byington, now to Smith, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Ensworth. They're going to get Roger Grant for a push. And a bit of confusion here on the substitutions, as Father Ryan wanted to make some subs, but the referee wouldn't let him in until after they called the foul. But now they're in the game, so we're okay.
Yeah, trust me, I know. These refs out here in Tennessee definitely like to give you some trouble about subbing into the game. I've had that happen to me before, so. It's,
personal experience here from Dane.
It's the details.
They want to make sure they do their job right. That's all I'll say. Anyway, Father Ryan with it now, up 2, 6-4. Into Grimes, guarded by Salongo. Grimes going to retreat. This is a mismatch. Off of Bennerman's foot, Byington getting on the floor, but picked up by Grimes.
I like that hustle by Chase there.
Now to Zook, guarded by Surratt. Now to Bennerman way out there. Now to Grimes, thought about a long 3. Salongo got out there in time. Bennerman has it out, passes it in to Michael Campbell, who is fouled as he was shooting. And looks like they're going to get Chase Byington on the foul, and Campbell's going to go to the line.
Definitely some talking there between Campbell and Byington. That's going to be fun to watch. So make sure you watch number 14 for the Irish and number 3 for the Tigers. This should be a good talking matchup for the rest of this one.
Yeah. Both players like to maybe talk a little trash, maybe get under the other team's skin a little bit.
Yeah, it's a part of the game at the end of the day.
It is.
You know, it's a lot of people's strong suits. You know, it's what they do best. So you got to use it to your best ability.
Campbell knocks down the first. And he knocks down the second. So Hayden Campbell, 2 for 2 from the line. Lead now out to 4 for Father Ryan. Salongo at the top of the key. Now to Surratt. Surratt looking inside, now to Cutler Smith. Thought about a 3. But a good close out there by Finch. Now to Smith again, inside to Salongo, who lays it up too strong, but he was fouled.
That's a good pass there by Keller. I think, you know, as a big man, you always call for the ball, and you hope the passer puts it right where your hand is. And Keller did a good job there putting it right where Ghana was calling for it.
Salongo to the line for 2 shots. Ghana's first rattles out.
And I think Ghana's free throw shooting on this game could depend on whether Father Ryan wants to foul him or not, you know, because it's either you give up a free 2 points or you foul him and maybe you give up 0 points because he misses the free throws. So it could affect Father Ryan's defense here for the rest of this game.
Salongo's second, no good. And Ghana's usually good from the line, but 0 for 2 that time.
Yeah, and with the guy his size, you know, it's really tough to free throw shoot, I think. It takes a lot more practice than for a usual
And a steal
player.
by Cutler-Smith, who will lay it up and in. Good defense by Cutler-Smith, getting his points on the defensive end to start this game.
Yeah, and if the Tigers can get some points early, I think that could really benefit them later in the game when it gets close.
Bennerman gonna lay it up, no good, but he was fouled. They're gonna get Chase Byington on the reach in. That's his second foul.
And that's why Bennerman's so good, you know. It may not look like he got fouled there, but he goes into the guy and makes contact like that, and so the ref's got to call a foul.
Bennerman to the line for 2 shots. His first no good, too strong. And Byington will check out of the game as he has 2 fouls, and Keon Shaw will replace him. 5:46 to go in the first half. A total of 14 points have been scored between both teams. Make that 15 as Bennerman knocks down 1 of 2. 9-6, Father Ryan leads.
I know, but I'm saying
You hear some fans walking behind us.
Ensworth's going to try to draw up something here so they can get some points because Father Ryan's been on all the passes so far,
That's
especially
true.
off-ball screens that Ensworth's been setting.
And it seems they're face guarding Cutler to really prevent him from beating them as the scouting report's kind of out on him that he's a good shooter.
Yeah, you can tell they did their homework.
Salongo drawing the double, interior passing, and blocked by Bennerman, but Salongo gets it, throws it up, no good, rattled around, out to Cutler-Smith for 3. No good. Rebound fought over, and Father Ryan finally corrals it.
And I think going into halftime, both of these teams need to talk about their inside finishing. You know, both teams today, not just with the bigs, but with both guys, I think they both could work on, you know, having a high percentage inside that paint there.
Bennerman with a nice move on Salongo there, laying it up and in with the offhand. Lead now out to 5 for Father Ryan. Smith gonna let a 3 fly. Rattles just in and out. I mean, that was a good look for Smith.
And
just
again,
unlucky that it didn't go down.
Like we said earlier, that's his look, right? A catch and shoot. Yeah, just went in and out like you said.
Bennerman with it at the top. Now back to Grimes. Now to Finch, guarded by Smith.
Yeah, Cutler's gambling on a lot of passes right now that do go to Finch, so it'll be interesting to see if he keeps that up in the second half when he might be more fatigued.
True. But good defense by both teams so far tonight. As Grimes has it, poked away by Surratt, and they're gonna say he was fouled. So they're gonna get Grimes on the reach in after he gave up the ball. And it's gonna be Ensworth ball side out of bounds.
And that's the second time tonight we've already seen Father Ryan's ball handling screw them when Keller got that fast break layup. And
that's true.
Right there with Blake on the turnover. So Ensworth playing some big time up-top defense. Yeah.
As Ghana Salongo will check out of the game, he'll be replaced by Micah Smith. Tigers gonna go small here with Bennerman out of the game for Father Ryan.
Yeah, most likely a shooting lineup here for Father Ryan, I would think, with Bennerman out of the game. Although Bennerman can't shoot, he's a very capable shooter, I'd say. So who knows?
We saw him take a long 2 earlier, just went out. But you're right, he does have that in his bag. Surratt with it.
Oh wow!
Gonna try a 3. He's been left wide open. And no good. Rebound by Roger Grant. Smith gonna try a 3. That's his shot.
The guy you
and he knocks it down. Cutler-Smith gets his first 3 of the game. That's been coming for a while now.
Yeah, and it was just a matter of time, right?
It was.
I mean, that's not the guy you want to leave open. Father Ryan knows that. They just made a mistake.
And it's hard when everybody collapses to go get the rebound,
Yes.
and you have a guy like Smith who's just probing, waiting for maybe to score it out, just
Right.
to be able to knock that down.
It's
really,
it's a second
really
chance
nothing,
point.
really nothing Father Ryan could have done there.
Athletic drive there. Wow,
Oh
charge.
my goodness. They're gonna call a charge on Roger there. Not sure if I agree with that one. It seemed like he didn't really lower his shoulder too much. Seemed kind of like the Father Ryan defender sold it, if I'm being completely honest.
And that's easy to say because that ref was over there at half court. I would have preferred the ref
That's
down
true.
there at the block to
I
go
would have
make
also
that call.
And the ref at the block,
Right.
you know, he didn't make the call.
Yeah,
he
he didn't,
disagreed,
so-
but
So
what
an
goes
interesting
around
call
comes
there.
around. So we'll see. 9-11 the score. Father Ryan still leads by 2.
Oh, man.
And a foul away from the ball. Well, I guess near the ball, but not on the shot.
And I don't think that's the first time this season we've seen Blake just run a guy over on a screen like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're going to get Blake on the away from the ball foul. And that's the 5th foul of the quarter for Ensworth. So Father Ryan will go to the line and shoot 2 shots. And it'll be Hayden Campbell at the line. His first goes through.
Yeah, this is interesting. Like you said, you know, not a crazy fouling game so far, and not a lot of calls from the refs. So it's interesting to see that Father Ryan already in the bonus.
And Father Ryan on the missed free throw, getting the rebound. Now for Finch has it. Guarded by Micah Smith. Finch trying to go to the lane, and he was fouled on the floor. So Finch exploiting the mismatch.
And I think Ensworth's come out with a very aggressive start defensively, especially up top on these guards, and it's worked at least twice now with Blake and Cutler. But I think if they want to stay in this one, they can't keep sending Father Ryan to the line like this.
I agree. First free throw in and out for Finch as Bennerman checks back into the game for the Father Ryan Fighting Irish. Finch's second is good, and in for the game for Ensworth, number 20, Dev Patel, taking out Keon Shaw. The fan favorite, Dev Patel.
Crowd favorite, student section favorite for
Student
sure.
section favorite for 100%. So 2:20 to go in the first half. Tigers down by 4. Inside to Micah Smith, who is blocked by Bennerman. I mean, usually that's Smith's shot in interior, but a guy like Bennerman, he's so long, so big. He's like Ghana down there.
Yeah, and you read my mind. That's exactly what I was going to say. Bennerman does a really good job of using his length well. And with a guy like Micah, who's not, you know, who's not as tall, that's a good play to make.
Pass from Patel inside was tipped right out to Smith. Excuse me, to Surratt. Now Smith has it. And maybe a little bit of a zone look here being shown by Father Ryan as Surratt will have it. He'll probe. Now to Smith for 3. Off the front side of the rim and no good. Rebound by Father Ryan. There's under 2 minutes to go.
Well, I mean, you could look at this start in 2 ways, right? Either not good offense or really good defense being played so far.
And a transition 3 by Michael Finch. And the lead's now out to 7 for Father Ryan.
And if Ensworth wants to win this game, they're playing good spot-up defense when Father Ryan's in the half court. It's just that transition that they're getting cooked in.
Back cut by Dev Patel. Salongo made the pass, but it was intercepted by Michael Finch, but he couldn't hold on to it, went out of bounds, and it's going to be Ensworth ball. And checking out of the game, Blake Surratt, and in Chase Byington for Ensworth. So under 90 seconds to go, in for Salongo, now to Jonah Biller. Biller has it, now to Dev Patel with it. Throws it inside to Salongo, who shoots it up, no good. Rebound corralled by Father Ryan. Finch with it, now over to Finch to shoot it, and he knocks it down.
And that's that transition 3 I was talking about. He just hit it the last possession. They come down again to get it right back to him. That's their guy to shoot it. So.
And a timeout called by Ensworth as the lead stretches out to 10 for Father Ryan. It's 19-9, Father Ryan leading by double figures over Ensworth. We'll be back after the timeout with 1:03 to go in the first half. Welcome back to Ensworth Live, and after the timeout with 1:03 to go in the first half, it'll be Tiger basketball, but they're trailing by 10 points by a score of 19-9. And Dane, I know there's only 1 minute left in this half, but like coming out of the break, assuming maybe the Tigers get a bucket here, cut the lead into single digits, what are you seeing from them that they maybe need to fix to where they can come back and win this game in the second half?
Yeah, I think it's that transition defense, not letting Father Ryan get such open threes. I think because that's their specialty as they've shown so far. And
yeah.
I think offensively, if they can get gone, there's more touches, even if he doesn't shoot the ball. I think just getting the ball spreads out the defense, Father Ryan's defense, so much more. The
old adage of paint touches.
Yes.
And poked out of bounds by Jonah Biller after the pass was poked away by Caden Bennerman.
I like Jonah's defensive play style. He's very scrappy. He goes for the ball. He knows where the ball is at all times. So I like that play by him.
High IQ player in Jonah Biller. 15 seconds left for Father Ryan to get a shot off. Now down to 10. Zook to Bennerman, now to Finch. To Bennerman, lays it up and in. 2 seconds, Smith has it, and he'll just let the time run out. So not a great ending to the half for Ensworth, as at the break, after 2 quarters, Tigers are down by a score of 21-9. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of the third quarter between your Ensworth Tigers and the Father Ryan Fighting Irish. After one half, Father Ryan is leading by 12 by a score of 21-9. And the Tigers are going to look to cut into that deficit here as Cutler Smith takes a three. That's short, rebound by Father Ryan. Poked away, and then Smith had it poked away just then. Smith going into the lane, and they're going to call a charge on him.
Yeah, like you're saying, you know, it's really tough to win a basketball game by scoring 9 points in the first half. I would need to see a real fight back from the Ensworth Tigers here to get back into this one. That's going to be offensively and defensively. It's going to take a lot of effort.
Father Ryan with it for the first time this half. Cade Bennerman with it. Now J.D. Finch, guarded by Cutler Smith. And they're going to call Smith for a foul. That's 2 quick fouls on Cutler Smith.
And also 2 quick fouls for the Tigers. You know, I mean, with 2 fouls like that, you know, it's only 3 more now until Father Ryan shoots free throws, and that could carry on for the whole quarter.
3-pointer no good, but the rebound by Father Ryan. Inside to Ford Zook. Now no look pass to Bennerman. No good, rebounded by Salongo. Surratt with it. Still no score yet in the third quarter.
And like I was talking about earlier, you know, Father Ryan and Ensworth both need to figure out their inside finishing. And I think Father Ryan's done a pretty good job of kind of figuring out their finishing as a total. Ensworth still needs to work on that here in the second half.
Foul gonna be called on number 12, J.D. Finch. That's his first and the team's first of the quarter. And Cutler Smith will go to the line for 2 shots. Smith's first goes through. First points of the quarter go to Ensworth. Smith's second is also good. Lead is now down to 10. J.D. Finch with it. Guarded by Cutler Smith. Finch passing it down low, now to Bennerman. Bennerman has it poked, gets it back, now to Finch again. Now inside to Bennerman. Bennerman had it poked away by Roger Grant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Father Ryan, Ensworth basketball.
Yeah, I think Father Ryan just confused with this aggressive defense that Ensworth's come out in. And it worked at the start of that first quarter, I think, of the game. And it's working here to start the second half.
Surratt bringing it up the court for the Tigers. Trying to look inside to Salongo, but he wasn't there. So quick turnover by Ensworth negates that turnover by Father Ryan. It's going to be Fighting Irish basketball again. And if you're the Tigers, you can't afford to turn the ball over, especially being down by double digits, if you want to expect to come back and maybe win this game.
And that's very true. There's a lot of ball still to be played, but I think right now in this situation that they're in, I don't see where you can afford a turnover.
Bennerman with it, shooting it up over Salongo, and they're going to call it over the back on Hayden Campbell.
And that foul's because Chase boxed Campbell out early and then got that positioning, so that Campbell had to reach over him and go snatch for the ball. So that's an automatic foul call by the ref there, no problem.
Surratt has it. Looking inside for Salongo, he's being triple teamed, and I just can't fathom why he would throw that pass.
Yeah, and Surratt telegraphed that pass pretty much for a solid 3 seconds, so that was pretty easy to tell that he was going to Ghana there.
Shot from Bennerman, no good. Tips out to Father Ryan.
That's a good closeout there by Surratt to get back on the ball, especially on Fish, who's one of the better shooters today.
Yeah. Bennerman with it. Now to Finch, who's going to let it fly. No good. Rebound by Zook.
Got to get defensive rebounds here when you're down 10.
Campbell with it. Going into the lane and lays it up and in. Campbell has 7 for Father Ryan and stretches the lead out to 12. Surratt has it. Father Ryan seemingly packing the paint here to try and take out Salongo out of the game. and that pass was knocked out of bounds. Going to remain with the Tigers. And checking in for Ensworth, number 4, Jonah Biller, replacing Chase Byington. Biller will take it out, pass it into Salongo, now to Roger Grant, who almost had it stripped away, but got it. Now it's back to Cutler Smith. Smith throws it inside to Salongo, hits the cutting
pass.
Surratt, who lays it up and can't get the roll.
And that's why Ensworth's trying to get it to Ghana so many times, because when he gets the ball and they're triple team him, somebody's got to be open.
That's true. Paint touches are what's working for the Tigers so far. And the shot was blocked, but they're going to call it a goaltend. They're going to say Salongo hit it after it hit the backboard.
Yeah, I think Blake was supposed to be help side there, but he just wasn't there, so that caused Ghana to have to go try to get the ball, and it was a goaltend.
25-11 the score in the third quarter. Tigers down by 14, only scored 11 points in nearly 3 quarters of action as we're approaching the halfway point of the third. Just a real poor offensive showing so far tonight for Ensworth.
Well, I think Father Ryan's also done a good job of kind of reading where Ensworth wants to get the ball, and they've done a good job of taking it away.
It's true. They're going to call a foul on Father Ryan for a hold, and that's going to be on number 24, Ford Zook. That is his first of the game, team's third of the quarter. Into Surratt, driving baseline, picking it up, now hitting Grant.
Father Ryan's doing a really good job of when Ensworth gets the ball in the paint, they have a bunch of guys to come get the ball and stop him from even really getting a shot off.
Pass into Micah Smith, who lays it up and in. Good pass by Blake Surratt. Micah Smith gets on the board, and the lead's cut down to 12.
And like we talked about earlier, we don't need Micah shooting outside shots. That's what Micah's there for, to put the ball in like that and make aggressive plays.
And a 3 going to be taken by Michael Larkins, no good. Rebound by the Tigers. Biller will push.
Yeah, not the right shot choice there by Father Ryan. And
Cutler Smith, the mid-range J, no good. Now Father Ryan has a 3-on-2. Now into Zook, lays it up and in. That's how you run a 3-on-2. You make one pass and go to the basket.
And it's what you practice early in the season, right? That 3-on-2, 2-on-1 drill. So I think Father Ryan's doing a good job of running the floor right now and speeding up Ensworth.
And they're going to call an offensive foul on Micah Smith, and it's going to be Father Ryan ball. So 27-13 the score. Father Ryan leading Ensworth with 3:05 to go in the third quarter.
And this is where I'd say we're going to see a lot more outside shots being taken with a small lineup. And Bennerman and Ghana are both out right now, so expect to see a lot more outside play and a lot more ball handling.
Finch with it now to Larkin, now back to Finch. Hitting Zook on the back cut, and he's wide open. Really nice play design there from Father Ryan, and they executed it perfectly.
And being down like this is tough for Ensworth, because they're gonna focus so much on scoring points that they're gonna forget about, you know, maybe a back cut on the defensive end.
Chase Byington taking a long 3, no good, rebounded by Father Ryan.
Again, in a deficit like this, a shot selection is very important. I don't think, you know, I think three-pointers are good, but it's just the right point, the right time.
They're going to get Chase Byington for a foul. That is his third and the fourth of the quarter for Ensworth. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Seemingly moved really fast. Father Ryan now up by 16.
I think we can both agree, Eli, that this has been a pretty fairly called game. No one's really been
that's true.
in too much foul trouble.
I would agree with that. I would say, really, it's been the referees doing a good job of calling fouls on their fouls and letting stuff go when it's not a foul.
No doubt.
And that 3 by J.D. Finch extends the lead out to 19 points. So Tigers almost down by 20 now. Under 2 to go. And a timeout called by Ensworth. It's a full timeout, so with 1:56 to go, Tigers are down 32-13 with 1:56 in the third quarter. We'll be back after the timeout. Welcome back. After the timeout, it'll be Ensworth basketball side out of bounds. Down 19 points. Into Jonah Biller. Now to Rico Edwards, his first action of the game. Now to Dev Patel. Back to Rico. Byington with it in the corner, gonna drive. Kicks it out to Micah Smith, who's gonna shoot a three. Too strong, no good.
Offensively right now, if you're Ensworth, you gotta drop your best scoring players and play your best scorers in the game, because with this deficit, there's really, it could get out of hand really quickly here, and I think it's starting to.
Finch has it. Poked away by Micah Smith. And a foul gonna be called on Ensworth. Excuse me, not Ensworth, on Father Ryan for fouling Ensworth.
Yeah, that's been a foul call we've seen a lot, even in the girls' game. I think they've been calling when Ensworth will get a steal at half court and Father Ryan might hold the guy from going to get the ball. They're quick to blow the whistle on that.
Yeah, that does seem to be an emphasis of them calling that. Ensworth ball with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Inside to Salongo, now out to Byington, who has an open look for three, and he knocks it down. Byington cutting the lead to 16.
I think right now, mentally for Ensworth, they gotta think that they're still in this game if they want to be in this game, you know?
Benderman with it, 45 seconds to go. Benderman seemingly content to hold for the last shot of the quarter.
And why not, right? You're up 16 points. I don't see why you don't just hold it here.
Now being pressed by Salongo, now handing it off to Finch. Gets it to Zook. 20 seconds to go.
And this aggressive defense up top we've seen some from Ensworth is trying to kick in here. Here's a double. Oh, good take.
And almost stolen by Ensworth. And a timeout called by Father Ryan with 8.2 seconds to go in the third quarter. Seemingly going to draw up a play, maybe defend against that double team. We'll be back after the timeout. Welcome back after the timeout. There are 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Father Ryan has the basketball. They have 8 seconds to get a shot off. Into Zook. Now to Campbell. Campbell to Zook for a long two, and he hits it. Jonah Biller's chuck is nowhere near close.
That's good clock management there by Father Ryan, knowing how much time's left in the clock and just putting up the open shot. So a good offensive possession, no doubt.
And after 3 quarters, Tigers are down by a score of 34-16. We'll be back for the start of quarter number 4. And welcome back to Ensworth Live for the start of quarter number 4 between Father Ryan and the Tigers, as this has quickly turned into a bit of a rout as Father Ryan leads by 18 points as we begin the fourth quarter, and they're going to start with the ball.
And very quickly here for Ensworth, it's going to become too little too late, right? This deficit's only so big, and there's only so much time left in this game.
Bennerman with it on the wing. Guarded by Salongo. Now out to Michael Finch. Finch going to work on Roger Grant. Throws it back to Zook, who's going to retreat. Zook being guarded very well by Roger Grant. Now going to pass it off to Finch. Guarded by Smith, now to Bennerman.
Good help side there by Ghana.
Bennerman had it stripped by Salongo, but out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Irish.
Yeah, and if you're Bennerman there, you just can't bring the ball down, right? I mean, as a big, they teach you to keep it high. And I think against Ghana, maybe the rules might change a little bit because he's, you know, 7 foot. Even if you do keep it high, he's still got a very real chance to block it. But just got to be strong with the ball there.
Finch with it. Now to Bennerman. Now to Zook. Campbell had it poked by Micah Smith.
Oh, man.
And it's knocked out of bounds by Father Ryan. And it will be Ensworth basketball.
And I got to be honest, out of everybody on the Ensworth Tigers team right now, I don't think Micah Smith's the guy I would choose to go diving on the floor with for that ball. So a very gutsy play there by Michael Fish.
Cleaning the floor here. And it'll be Ensworth's ball under the basket out of bounds. Thrown into Salongo, now to Smith. Smith out to Surratt, who's gonna try a three. Oh, and just rims in and out. Rebound by Salongo, swatted by Bennerman. Out to Finch, who had his pass poked by Surratt, but taken in by Campbell.
And in and out, that feels like a common theme we've seen today from Ensworth's three-point shooting game. The ball just grazes the rim every time.
Nice back cut there by Michael Finch. And he gets the layup to go. Roger Grant tries the baseline jumper, no good. In and out of the hands of Salongo. Thrown to Zook, who's gonna go up and slam it home.
Yeah,
Father Ryan now leads by 22 points.
These transition buckets have killed Ensworth today. I mean, they got to get back on defense. And when you turn the ball over like that and just have no guards back, it's really tough.
Tigers just can't get anything to go as that Cutler-Smith shot way short, but a foul called. And Smith will go to the line to shoot three. .558 to go in the fourth quarter. Tigers down by 22 points. Smith's first goes through.
I think offensively, Ensworth had a really tough time getting the ball into Ghana today. Father Ryan's coming with a really good game plan of like basically tripling him every time he gets the ball, and that can kind of overwhelm Ghana a little bit, I think. So it's even hard for him to pass it out when he does get triple teamed like that.
All three free throws go down for Smith as Salongo will check out of the game. Tigers now down by 19.
Full court defense here by Ensworth is very interesting, especially down 19. You'd think they just want to play in the half court, but I guess Pearson told them they got to go all the way.
Zook now to Larkin, now back to Zook. Gives it up to Finch. Finch passes out to Zook on the wing, who has it poked away by Micah Smith. Now back to Campbell. Campbell appears to have hit Roger Grant in the face. And Campbell goes the distance and shoots a layup and it goes in. I mean, Grant seems to be in some obvious pain there.
Yeah, it's rare to see a guy just like stop playing like that, especially on defense. So that's, and obviously from Roger too, one of the tougher guys on the team. So Very rarely there. Now he gets called for a charge, so this is just getting worse and worse.
Compounding here on Roger Grant, and that's a symptom of the Tigers' woes tonight. As they're getting more than doubled up, they're losing by 21 points. It's 40-19, Father Ryan. Just not been the Tigers' night tonight.
And the Tigers really haven't converted on many possessions. Like you said, 9 points in 1 half. I mean, that's just disgraceful. And I think 10 right here in the second so far. It's a good little bonus, but you gotta score more points in a basketball game than 19.
That's true. And it's not like Father Ryan's wowing you offensively. I mean, they're only at 40 points with 4 minutes to go in a game. They might get to 50, 55, something like that. But like, Tigers really haven't played too bad on offense or on defense. It's just the offense is what's killed them.
Yeah, this isn't Ensworth's worst defensive game at all this season. They've played much worse than this, and they played much better. But I think defensively they played just fine today. But offensively, I mean, you got to put the ball in the basket if you want to win basketball games.
Stolen away by Micah Smith, who then had it poked, but picked up by Surratt. Thrown to the corner for Byington. Byington gonna take a shot, and it goes in. Good layup there for Chase Byington. And Tigers in full court press.
I mean, I don't blame Chase there at this point. When you're down 21 like this were, I mean, you gotta just take the ball into your hands yourself and just try to go find a bucket.
Into the corner. Thought about a three, but it's not gonna take it. Finch now has it at the top of the key. Father Ryan seems to be wanting to waste time as Finch spins, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Micah Smith.
Odd to see no call there. The rest have been pretty trigger happy on the charge calls, and Keller goes down and no call.
They're going to call a shooting foul there on number 21, Michael Finch. And there's a timeout by the Tigers. 30-second timeout. And with 3:40 left in the game, Tigers trail by a score of 40-21. We'll be back after the timeout. After the timeout, Blake Surratt will go to the line and shoot 2 shots. Surratt's first is good.
Eli, at this point in the season, Ensworth's most likely going to be 4-6 after tonight in the region. What would you want to see out of the Tigers in these last 2 final games of the regular season here?
In these last 2 final games, really what I want to see is Jonathan Sanderson back on the court, you know, being healthy, because he's missed so much time for them, and that's really one of the reasons they're struggling to score is he's their main play driver on offense, you know. He averages around 30 points a game for this team, and that's almost half their total per game. Like, he scores almost half their points, and he's such a producer, he's such a facilitator. He just drives play on both ends, and missing a guy like him has really hurt this team. So the one main thing I'd like to see is Jonathan Sanderson coming back on the court, being healthy and playing at his pre-injured form.
Yeah, a key player, no doubt. And Jonathan, you know, you're going to get a lot of shots out of that guy. So per night, I think it's very tough to see. And if he's missing more shots, which every player does, you know, then it's going to be tougher to win games. But if he's making them, then it just makes the team that much better.
3, no good from Finch. Rebound by Ensworth. 2:50 to go in the game. Rico Edwards gonna take a 3, and it's good. Student section getting excited for Rico there. Getting some spot minutes that he normally wouldn't get, as it seems Ensworth's gonna empty their bench. As with Dev Patel in the game and Kingston McCreary in as well.
No doubt next to Dev Patel, Rico Edwards right up there with the student section favorite.
Grimes with it, now to Finch. Grimes wide open on the block.
Oh, man.
Good pass inside to Michael Larkin, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you're going to give up when you double the wing like that. And
It's true.
Kingston had to get 2 guys there, and you got to stop ball. So.
Jonah Biller with it. Now out to Chase Byington. Byington thought about a drive and was fouled. Now checking into the game for the Tigers, number 11, Quinn Taylor, and number 5, Keon Shaw.
I think it's important to remember for this game for the Tigers, they are missing 3 of their 3 starters at least, and Jonathan Sanderson, Edward Coppins, and Justin Hopkins. I think those are 3 guys that can produce a lot, definitely offensively, which Ensworth has been lacking tonight. So definitely 3 key parts that I think they could use here in this game tonight.
As that pass from Taylor goes out of bounds. And with 1:40 to go, Father Ryan has the ball. They might be content just to maybe run this one out. Corner wide open 3, not taken. Finch goes into the lane. Now passes it to the other Finch. Now back to Finch. Campbell with it, now to Grimes. Approaching a minute to go in the game here. Father Ryan just passing it around. Poked out by Dev Patel, but it's gonna remain with Father Ryan.
Father Ryan's done a really good job tonight offensively of just, like I said earlier, spreading out the Ensworth defense and getting the shots they want and not really telegraphing any pass, maybe like the Ensworth offense has done, where they look at Ghana and they wait for 3 seconds and then they pass it to him. It's very predictable. I think Father Ryan's been very unpredictable tonight in on offense, so that's why they've definitely taken out the Tigers.
Foul called on number 20, Dev Patel. And with 51 seconds to go, Father Ryan will take it out on the baseline. Into Grimes. Back to Campbell. Now back to Grimes. Still Campbell. Now to Finch.
With no shot clock here, Eli, I mean,
There's seems they're just going to run it out.
Yeah, Father Ryan's got a pretty clear path here.
Grimes with it under 20 now. Tigers going to play till the very end, but this game is all but over, as Father Ryan will take down the Tigers by a score of 42-26. And the Tigers need to do some soul searching here.
Very impressive performance from the Father Ryan Irish. Like you said, Tigers need to do some soul searching. They also need to get healthy, and I think they'll be right back where they started. But a very good performance from Father Ryan tonight.
Well, I've been Eli Russ. Thank you, Dane, for joining me. We'll be back for the next home game for Ensworth, which I believe is next Friday against CPA. So see you then.